Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. I'm just sitting here listening to Seal, which really tells my age. Uh, I don't like any new music. I just like very old music. But I started to think of a story about my work, my 30 years of customer service experience. I worked at Dillard's and I worked there at two locations for about 6 years. I worked at the Beaufort location and I worked at the location in Alpharetta. So I was like the lead sales consultant, and everybody on the floor would, on the third level, would look to me for what they needed to do that day, what markdowns need to be done, who didn't show up, and where can I put coverage. And so I was covering the, it wasn't like the bridal department, but it was like finer dresses. But this was during the 90s, so the dresses were a lot more expensive because the economy was better at that time. And so I remember I was in the plus size fine gowns, and we just got a huge amount of prom dresses in because it was around prom time. And I was helping this one, a mother and daughter, and they're both really tall. They're both like probably 6'1" or 6'2". But you could definitely tell who was the mother and who was the daughter. And I greet them, and they seem nice, and I start helping them. And I start looking around for some prom gowns for the daughter. And so as I'm pulling some prom gowns out that are brand new, and they're pretty expensive, they're like $500 to $1,000, and very intricate in detail, very nice. So I go into like the dressing room, and I hear the daughter say, "Mom, this is the fifth effing store that we've been at. You are so effing stupid, and I'm so sick of this effing at H and S, and you effing dummy, you don't even check anywhere, and I'm so sick of effing talking to you about it. I am trying this effing dress on, I don't even like it. F you, Mom, F you." And she's saying it really loud, and like other people in the dressing room can hear her. And I don't know what happened. I had like an outer body experience, I guess, because I was just like clutching my pearls. I was like, I can't believe this girl is just dropping F bombs everywhere. And the mother's like, I know, sweetheart. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And when the daughter opened her dressing room, I looked at her straight up. I just looked at her like this. I said, "Don't you ever talk to your mother like that again. Your mother carried you for 9 months and she raised you. Don't you ever talk to your mother like that. That was so rude and uncalled for. And if you think that I'm going to help you after the way you talk to your mother like that, I will make sure no one on this floor helps you until you apologize to your mother right now." And both of them had their mouths open. They just couldn't believe what I was saying. And I looked at her, and I was tapping on my foot, and I had my hand on my hips, and I was like, I'm waiting for that apology. What's going on? And your daughter was like, sorry, mother, I'm so sorry. And then and the daughter started to tear up, and she's like, I'm just so frustrated. I can't find anything because I'm so fat. I'm so fat and I cannot fit anything. So she started to cry. I told her, I said, girl, you are not fat. You're 6'1". You are tall. That's what, that's why a lot of dresses are not made for that length. And it has nothing to do with, it's not even your fault. It's just that the average teenager, they make it for a certain height. And so you have to go into plus size because they make it in a larger size and they make it with more length. So don't worry about it. You're beautiful. Let me just find you a dress here. We got a ton of selection that you're going to be happy with. And she's like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And so I ended up finding her this beautiful blue dress, but it was like, it had these jewels all on top of the bodice. And it was like a sweetheart dress, and an empire dress. I don't know how to describe it, but it kind of cinched in a waist, which really looked good on her. And since it was plus size, it was long enough for her. So she just looked beautiful in that dress. And she was so thankful. Like, she gave me a hug. The mother gave me a hug. And after they left, I kind of went like, whoa, they could have reported me. I could have gotten fired or something. What got into me? But it's just like, I don't know. I had just had a baby and that motherly instinct just came in. And I was like, I am not going to hear that disrespect around here. Not to your mom. It's just not going to happen. I mean, my mom and I, we didn't have the best relationship, but I would never cuss her out. Like, never in a million years. I would never even think about it. I'm too scared to even think about doing that to her. After all these years, I'm still scared of her, so I would never even do it. But that's one of my interesting situations of being in customer service. And I'm sure you guys have some funny or some weird situations that you can talk about too. All right, Happy New Year.